I came across a magazine today which is better than the National Enquirer and Mad Magazine put together. Creation Magazine. First time I've ever come across this, by a lucky coincidence at a reception. And I feel like I've been missing out, because the kind of abdominal workout you can get by reading this, you just can't get from the ab roller. The gift of life from God. Why do they have a bunch of pills there? Doesn't it seem like contradictory? The current evolutionary in brackets theory about the moon's origin is that it formed from debris from a collision between Earth and another planet-sized body. Nero Dingler prefers the theory that the Earth and its moon formed themselves out of the same gas cloud, but critics of this theory say that it does not explain why the Earth formed an iron core while the moon did not. Actually, from the Bible, we can understand the Earth and its moon defy attempts to explain away their origins naturalistically, because the Creator made them with just such a purpose in mind. It's priceless. It's priceless, and they have the nerve to call this a peer-reviewed science magazine. It's such a read. It's great. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. On page 48. Does science need evolution? Right, there's a big problem with that title to begin with, but I'm going to come back to that. No products, discoveries, medical procedures, or advances have come out of the evolutionary theory. Without evolutionary theory, all practical biology would stand just as it is. No major corporation has a department of evolution, because scientists who have to produce results don't use it. In fact, I would like to challenge the relationship of this publication to come up with one practical application of biology that would have been impossible were it not for the hypothesis of evolution. In the meantime, I think that scientists should leave the important questions, such as what is the meaning of life and is there a God, to religion, which knows how to answer such questions, and stick to what they know how to do, such as breeding insect-resistant corn and curing cancer. I mean, no wonder people don't take this shit seriously. Oh, here we go. I especially like this one. This one's my personal favorite. Zealous but not for God. Qantas Airways and Air New Zealand's long-haul flights have been showing censored versions of the film The Queen, in which all references to God were removed. For example, the Queen is greeted with the line, "Bleep, bless you, Mom." The Hollywood-based film supplier said that this was an unintended mistake. An overzealous young employee had been asked to remove all swear words and had promptly removed God. Management claimed he failed to distinguish between the religious significance of the term and its use as a profanity. And this bit's great too. Similarly, a recent report in the Times UK referred to a young boy who asked his teacher why Mary and Joseph had used swear words to name their babies. Now this is a little ad that the Creations magazine put in themselves. Creation magazine stirs up debate. In a world saturated by evolutionary themes in books and in the media, it's encouraging to know that you can fight back. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that little creationist. He thinks he can think. It's hilarious. Oh, the title of this is Putting the Cat Amongst the Pigeons. It's like, be very, very quiet. We're sneaking up on evolutionists. They think that if they can just get this stuff out there, that they'll convince people like that. It's hilarious. Oh, it's all throughout the book. It's hilarious. It's also kind of sad, but subscribers often leave creationist magazines lying around in business places. No shit, that's where I happen to pick this one up. Gift subscriptions are a great way to spread the message. Yeah. No, I would have to agree with them on that. I think that anybody caught in a tough position would really appreciate this magazine. But I think that if you were to give them the option, they would still prefer to use regular toilet paper. Oh, check this out. Creationism for kids. Oh, look, see? Title, Creationism for Kids. Look at the dinosaur. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Look at that. He looks really friendly, doesn't he? Hey? Wouldn't you like to have a pet dinosaur like that? Hey? Come on. Oh, this has got to be good. After God created Adam on day 6 of the creation week, he had a very special task for Adam to do. It was to name the birds and some of the land animals that God had created before he made Adam. Adam lived in a very different world from that we see today. All the birds which God had created on day 5 and all the animals which he created on day 6 was fucking redundant because we went over that like 2 seconds ago. Just were harmless. It gets better. It gets better. Hang on. Okay. Which God created on day 6 were harmless. This includes the dinosaurs. The animals ate fruit and vegetation and did not fight or kill each other. It kind of makes the teeth on this Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of, fucking redundant, doesn't it? God created them to live like that. Wow, apostrophe. Just what I was thinking. Fancy living with a friendly Tyrannosaurus-like dinosaur. They don't say Tyrannosaurus Rex. They say Tyrannosaurus-like dinosaur. I wonder if that was a lawyers got involved to make sure they weren't sued. Oh, I've been adding my own notes to this, by the way. Mostly comments. Mostly face palms, actually. And I love the fact that they do list their sources here. And when I actually read the sources, I get the impression a lot of the time that a lot of them is padding. Because most of them simply refer back to the magazine's own website. The entire skeleton of a 10-meter long, 30-foot whale has been unearthed from an Italian vineyard in the province of Siena. The region is renowned for its wine, but increasingly is active as a magnet for paleontologists given a large number of marine fossils discovered there, e.g. a dolphin skeleton was found in the area a few years ago. Now you can see where they're going with this. How could an entire whale and dolphin have been buried intact along with many other marine creatures in what today is a picturesque farming area? It must have been an unusual, very violent event. Oh my god, the drum roll, please. Such fossils, found right around the world, even in the highest mountain ranges, are consistent with the expected legacy of a global flood, Genesis 6-9. Now, this fossil from a megalodon was found 1,000 kilometers inland in Alberta. Now, the real stinker about using this kind of selective reasoning is that you're perfectly happy to use fossils and bones and archaeological discoveries when they suit you, but all too ready to dismiss them when they don't. If you're going to accept fossils, you're going to use them for your own benefit, you have to carry on the rest of the data. It's like what Phil Hellen said. It's not arrogance if you know your opponent is talking shit. It's still funny, though. It's still funny.